so you just want me to kill things. Alright, let's see what you want me to kill. Okay. My book is definitely wigging out. Slay a char dragons. Track down these specimens wish to study. I need 4 of them. That should be easy enough. Alright guys, let's go do it. We also got to find the other one that the Pope wanted me to talk to. I don't know why I keep calling him a Pope. He's actually a bishop, but might as well be a Pope. I think they were trying to say that they might be in there. So let's make one last look in there real quick. Or it could be back at the fort over there. Man, I kind of wish I had come over here first before I went through all this area so I didn't have to do it all over again. I don't think he's going to be over here anyways. Doesn't seem like a place that... But I have learned to double check because walking, it's a thing, guys. And it takes a little bit of time. And I have walked over this map like 15 times, if not more, looking for just one quest that I couldn't find. Why do you pop up when I do that? That's not supposed to be the key. This is the button that pops up when I do it, and I am not pressing that button. So stop doing it. It's kind of annoying. Now, I do like the lights, and it does rain in this game. It gets dark. If you guys can look up there, it is nighttime. Oh, dude. Do that one more time. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's getting annoying. Oh, what is wrong with you? Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, it rains. You can hear thunder. The downside to the rain is none, as far as I can tell. It doesn't actually blind you. I wish it did. I wish there was different levels of rain, so that if you had a light rain, you could see like the rain falling down, and it would look kind of cool, but it wouldn't really get in your way. And then if you had like a heavier rain, it would kind of block out. Like you wouldn't be able to see that castle. It would just all be rain. And as I got closer, it would kind of fade into reality again. And then if you had like a monsoon, like the wind itself might slow you down, so you're like it feels like you're over encumbered and you can't even move. And that would be pretty sweet. It would make the environment more of a thing as far as gameplay goes. Now again, it's super early access. You know, it's too early to be like, oh, they should do this, they should do all that. I mean, they may already have it all on the planning board. They're just going to get to it as they can get to it. But I can't just help to imagine how amazing this game can be. The potential in this game is outrageous. It's the first game I've ever played that allows you to kind of run through a world like this. It had the RPG aspect to it, and it did most of the stuff that it's already integrated into it right, which is why I kind of have hope that they are going to do more and that they're going to get it right. Ah, you sucker over here. This is where they took you, huh? How does that cage feel, man? Can I come over here and taunt you? You want some food, man? You don't look too good in here. Look at you. And you give him a little scruffiness. It kind of looks like he might have a little bit there. Oh, come on. What is your deal? Ha! My little defeater. I didn't expect to see you here in such a place as this. Ah. And is that an enforcer, Cloak? So now I understand. Ambition was your motivation, and status was your reward. How are things? How are you enjoying being an enforcer? Lackey? Is it everything you thought it would be? You know, my family, the Hulithians, were produced as a long line of enforcers over the years. Okay, so you produced a long line. Ugh, why do you keep doing that? All 6 of my brothers once wore the crest you wear now. Oh, they long since been promoted and killed on far-off battlefields. Even I did a brief stint working the same job as you and them. I always wanted to be an academic, but my father wouldn't stand for it. He sent me to this city. In a way, it was his own undoing. It was through the order that I discovered the truth. Mit Marcos, and well, the story for another time, perhaps. Alright, so there's more to going on over here, you know, kind of unlocking a little bit of the story. finding out that maybe, you know, he's salty, but maybe there's a good reason. Lost his brothers, lost his father, maybe. Who knows what happened to his girlfriend? Maybe he's never had a girlfriend. Maybe that's why he's so angry. I don't know. Yeah, need to get that guy a sheep. Or these goats. I don't know what these things are. Cows? What does that look like to you guys? Does that look like a cow? Looks like a donkey, maybe. A really, really fat donkey. Usually a little thinner than that. Maybe it's a mule. I don't know. There's 3 in there, not 2. I was going to say 2 mules for Sister Sarah, but there's 3 in there. I don't know if anybody out there even recognizes that movie. Clint Eastwood, baby. Guarding Tess? Can I come out here? I can. It says there's a back way in. That right over there, guys? Right off in that direction? Why? I wish I could give you the finger. But, stop it. Stop it. Right over there is the dungeon. Level 8 dungeon. Pretty cool. You can fish right over there in the water. You can find some catfish in there, which is a quest. You got to get, I think it's like 12 of them. But to get them, you have to make your lures. The lure you need is a tooth and a feather. You get the feathers by killing, well, there's a number of enemies you can kill, but one of the dragons, little underling dragons, I guess I should say, drop the feathers. This is beautiful over here. I've never been over here in this part, so I don't know if we're going to die in just a minute. We probably will. But look at that, guys. Look at that. A field of purple roses. More than a field. This is beautiful enough that you can just kind of lay down and enjoy. Let's bring out my weapon just in case. Get my my spells going over here. Let's take a look at this dude. This dude is he might be doable. It's definitely not somebody I'm looking for. Let's pop that up there. Oh, this is one of the healers. All right, this is gonna suck. Okay, so I'm getting healed here. You know, the worst thing is this is gonna be a long fight. Stop healing yourself. Stop it. Oh, dude. You got any help? I appreciate it, man. This dude sucks. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, man. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm not fighting another one of those dudes. Let's put my weapon away and book it. That is the beauty about this game, guys. The community here is amazing as well. There have been some trolls, and in fact, they had to initiate new rules in this game. One of the things you can do is you can cast gate portals. And people were going around and finding people who were either brand new to the game or just like AFK, and they were casting gate portals to areas that were player versus player, right underneath the people who were AFK or brand new. So they were instantly being ported away to a land of absolute danger, and there was nothing they could do about it. Like, they didn't either know what had happened or how to fix it, and it instantly just kind of ruined their day. And I can't blame them, because, you know, this game is hard enough as it is without somebody trolling you. So they had to initiate new rules in there saying, you know, you can't do that kind of thing. If you do, you're going to get banned from the game, or something bad's going to happen to you. Maybe, you know, a spanking or some kind. I never really actually got to see what was going on with the penalty, but it didn't seem like it was going to be a good thing. So, yeah, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. What do we got going over here? Dummy level 20. All right. It's kind of mean that they call him that. I mean, he's just doing his job, but... Alright, let's check my journal again. Or not. I love it when it moves right at the last second. Alright, track down specimens. Alright, we got that one. High Commander Facet inside Guild City near the fountain. Oh, well, it's near the fountain. Alright, let's go back to the main city. Because we obviously missed her, even though we went through that area a couple times. Sorry, guys, I'm rolling up my sleeves for a second and It's kind of messing up the flow. All right, so into the city one last time. And when I mean one last time, I mean, you know, one last time for the foreseeable couple of minutes, because some of these quests are fairly easy to do, and then you're going to have to come back and turn them in, so. Oh, come on, stop moving. So yeah, I'm using the headset for the HTC Vive, and I'm also using my earphones that I normally use when I do the streams. They're really comfortable. The Audio-Technicas, unfortunately, the combo between the two is not as comfortable. It's a headset and a, oh yeah, okay, let's get caught on the corner. Yeah, the headset and the earphones, somewhat a little uncomfortable. All right, where's the fountain, guys? Where's the fountain? Is that a duck? I see a duck. Before you guys ask, because I know Thoom is out there probably wondering, are there chickens in the game? Yes, there are chickens in the game, and yes, they will kick your butt. I'm hoping, though, that they will up the items that drop in this game. Right now, there's not a lot of items, and the here we go. Near the fountain. Well, this is the fountain. And the items that do drop, you wouldn't imagine that should be the case. I mean, if you're killing a chicken, he should drop something related to a chicken so that you could make food out of him or something down the road. All right. Commander. If you load, there you go. Oh, look at her. She's led a tough life. She has a couple scars on her. You're so beautiful. So sexy. Yeah, we're just going to poke you right there on the chest. No, it's a horrible thing I just did, but you're just a created character, and wearing a breastplate, so. Be gone with you. Do not... Oh, I can't see what you're saying. What if I turn this way? Kinda? I mean, your sword's kind of in the way. What if I... Oh, right... Oh. There was a moment. I see everything. You guys can hear the thunder up there. Thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening. Dude, I wish I could move that. Like, just grab it and pull it out of her. Because I actually want to see what she's saying, but I can't. You're such a big person. Alright, so if I could read from like 20 feet away, that seems like the ideal spot. Alright, be gone with you. Do not let me see you again until you have the cloak of the enforcer. They are issued from the blacksmith. If you're lucky, he is in the city marketplace right now. Be off. Alright, so now you want me to go talk to the blacksmith, which I believe is just around the corner. And you guys can see the rain is falling, and it does kind of create this haze here. I hadn't seen that anywhere else except for inside the city, and this is the first time I'm seeing it, so yeah, it does seem like maybe that's the route they're going to go. Maybe they just add a new patch or something along those lines, and you kind of only see it here, though. You don't really see it up there. I wish it kind of blurred out everything. Maybe too much processing power for most computers to handle, or they just haven't put it in. Okay, so I think it's this way. Starting to learn the city a little bit. Marketplace, Gotta do a quest for a blacksmith. Here we go. Here's the blacksmith. Let's back away. You again. So you're the new enforcer, are you? That darn bishop building a private bloody army? All of you local peasants scooping up from the countryside, bringing all of the odd ones here. Why is he doing it? This is a darn riddle to me. Well, I suspect you'll be after something. What will it be? Knowledge. Let's see what kind of knowledge you got. Well, Demiro, I'll be honest with you. There ain't a darn thing I can teach you as long as you're working for the bloody order of Maat. My procedures aren't exactly the kind of thing you folk look too kindly on. Only way this here relationship functions if we both look the other way at each other's little indiscretions. Attempting to teach you anything would be like trying to catch a butterfly with a iron axe. We'd both end up with mud on our faces and someone would be losing their head. Alright, so how about a cloak? Yes, the Enforcers grabbed, designed, and built myself specifically for a lie. Anyways, here you go. Wish you all the best in your holy crusade. All of that. Alright. So we got the cloak. Okay. So you're the new Enforcer, are you? Okay, we've already done that. Any wares? Hate to tell you, Demiro, but I'm fresh out. Besides, even if I had any bits or bobs remaining, I only sell to the high-ranking folk, or folk who can afford my high prices. You look like neither one or the other, so we'll have to give it a miss for now. Come back and see me once you find yourself with a bit more influence and a bit more drum. Why is the quest? The name's Alfred Vogel. I'm the master smither around these parts. I find myself in the employ of everyone from king and warlords to aristocrats, nobles, and hundreds upon hundreds of bloody... I gotta back away a little bit. I swear you were pouring out of the cracks. I require an Enforcer cloak. Goodbye. So it just took a minute to update. I might actually have 2 cloaks. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I sure do. So I got 1 cloak. Let's see if we can... Enforcer's cloak. Let's put that sucker on. Actually, let's check the other one, make sure it's the same thing. Enforcer's cloak, alright. Not really sure what we're going to do with 2 cloaks. Maybe later on we can level them up or, I don't know, do something kind of unique with them. I do like the sound of rain, so I'm glad they used real rain and not like an artificial rain sound. Really? I can't walk through you, buddy? Alright. Hey guys, how's playing in the rain feel? You kind of make out the sound as I go by, just barely. A lot of loading tonight. Let's actually back it up a little bit. Ah, so you're the new recruit I've been hearing about. Typical. I work my butt off for this job, and then a new bishop just waltzes in and expects me to play babysitter to the likes of you. Well, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for treating me with respect. I appreciate that. Well, come on then. Welcome to the Bloody Enforcers. She's all heart. What do Enforcers do? What do you think of the Knights? You got something wrong with you, or are you just stupid? You ask me what I think of those Knights like I might have a different opinion to everyone else? They are dirty, smelly criminals who get a kick out of destroying peace and order for us decent folk. I heard you're the one who caught that disgusting ringleader of theirs, Sir Oscar of the Hooligan Vale. What they call him? Say, he's a lord. A lord? The noblest thing about him is he's keeping his trap shut now that he's behind bars. Well, come on then. Welcome to the Bloody Enforcers. My order. Right, well, enough chattering. You've got a job to do now. Speaking of which, here's your first assignment. I was going to take it for myself, but looking at the details, it's not my idea of a fun time. You can have it, I suppose. Head to the far end of the bridge near the airship dock. There's a bunch of pilgrims loitering around, waiting for one of us to accompany them on their journey to Mayat's Keep, where they can say their prayers and repent. I'm sure you know the road there can be fraught with all sorts of nasty dangers. Make sure none of them get killed, and I'll pay you out what I was supposed to get for doing it. Well, I guess, thank you, lazy. Lazy, lazy, lazy. All right. Let's take one last look in there, make sure nobody else has a quest before we head out. And let's go do it. Now, I have done a quest where I had to protect a cart going through a very dangerous area. I was lucky that I had a group there with me, and it was peak hours, so there was a lot of people on, and it was really difficult. It got destroyed like 3 times. So the 4th time, we had like 30 people there. It was absolutely amazing. I wish I was recording it, and we finally got it through. Tough. It was a tough quest, but we got it done. You know, I guess if you had cleared out the mobs ahead of time, if you knew it was going to come through, and like it repopped every 5 minutes, so it really wasn't all that difficult. But I mean, you just never knew what was going to happen with it. All right, guys, I am going to find my chair here in the dark with the headset on, because why not? And I'm going to sit down for a minute, because yeah, it gets a little tiring standing up, especially considering I'm not really moving around too much while I play this one. You guys will see the perspective drop a little bit, and I do apologize for that if it annoys you at all, but you really shouldn't notice anything, to be honest. It's pretty close to what you guys were seeing before. Oh, so much more comfortable. Lazy boy for the win, guys. Let me go ahead and put my hands down. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're scooting across the ground now. All right, let's pull out my gun, see what we got. Okay, so supposed to be over there by the airship. Let's see if we can find him. Actually, let me reposition my headset for a second. Find a nice, comfortable spot with your headset, and then like 3 hours later, you got this impression around your eyeballs. It's one of the things about the VR is it's comfortable at first. It's really not that bad even later on, but if you don't move it around a little bit, you're gonna have this, like I said, impression around your eyeballs. It's kind of embarrassing when you take it off. Is that them over there? Let's see. Alright, speak to the Pilgrim leader at the far east end of the wooden bridge leading from Guild City. There you will find the Pilgrims making the journey to Musketeer. Okay, so far end of the wooden bridge. That is just off to our left over there. So let's put that away. Check messages. Alright, no more messages on Twitch right now. Either you guys are all sleeping or just very, very quiet. Stuck on something there. Ah, there they are over there. Let's come over here. We don't have to actually get in front of them. You can just kind of wave from over here. Ah, good enforcer. You have come to see my people to Mott's Keep. You have the look about you of an honorable servant of the goddess. I am happy to see you leading a holy charge. The pilgrims have already set upon the path to her holy altar. Hurry now to catch up, or wait here for Mott's next servant to appear. We're gonna wait for the next... you know what? We'll try it. Worst that happens is he dies and we have to come back. Let's see, can we heal him up? Nope, he cannot get healed. Alright. Let's see how they're gonna be. So he is, he actually is healed up. Healed up just nicely. We got a coming wolf. Where you at, my friend? You went straight for him, huh? We're dead. Let's see. Are you gonna come over too? You probably will. Yep. Sure does look like he is. And you're dead. Alright, give me that loot. And that beautiful, beautiful loot. Lesser eye will take it. And here he goes. He's booking it. Booking it, Dano. Wait for me, man. Wait for me. I've actually seen these guys get down here all by themselves. As I said before, they actually seem like guards because they would kill these mobs all by themselves. And I guess they're giving you an easy quest. There he goes. He's just walking. Nothing out here now. Except for maybe whatever that thing is over there. It's kind of hiding in the mountain. A flower? This is just a flower. We got some mobs over there. We got a couple mobs over here. Nothing too bad. Should be able to kill those quickly. Once he gets over there, though, there are some undead mobs that could pose a problem. Now, these guys are so low level to me with this tune, I am not getting experience. Let's see if these guys attack. Probably will. Yep, sure will. And he's dropping fast too when he gets hit by that thing. Alright, so he had to check the sign, make sure he was going the right way. There's a guy over there killing, so I think that's helping us out actually. Where you going, dude? Oof. This area right here is usually filled with, like, undead, so that's probably why he's walking this way. Make it difficult on you. Walked right through the well. See how far he goes. You know what? He may actually go to the next town. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be going to the next town. That one way over there. Not a lot of enemies on the route over here. Another couple more dogs there on the left and things of that sort. So let's get our thing ready here just in case. How far he makes it on his own. Musketeer hat, thanks. Oh crap, I'm overburdened. Gotta destroy something. There we go. Can't let him die. Now that cart that's moving over there, the one with the donkey, that's the one that you have to protect. That's tough. And he's going the same way? Oh, dude. You gotta be kidding me. At least the cart had good timing. We can keep the cart alive for a little bit longer anyways. That draws the aggro. We got to keep this dude alive. Oh man, there's a dude out there. Alright, he's dead. Oh, there he is. Alright, so he's making his way over to the cave. There's one last enemy. Alright, quest complete. Got what we needed. See, experience 0 XP for the kill. Yeah, it's because I'm too high. And if you look above me, you see right there, guys, level 9 is what I'm playing with my Musketeer. If I switch to a different class, you will notice that my level changes based off of the... Ooh. That guy over there will probably give me experience. You can see he has a little yellow mark over his head. In fact, it may be a tough fight. He may kill me, but we're going to go ahead and give him a shot. Because, oh yeah, this is going to be a tough fight. Alright, let's get our butt kicked here in a second. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. Look at my life. Look at his. As soon as my healing orb wears away. Oh, we might make this. Come on, bring my orbs back. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, we gotta kill this guy. Oh, getting my butt kicked. Kill him. Ooh, that was a tough dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. A rotten finger? Got a rotten finger off of that guy. It's disgusting. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look through our inventory because we got to get rid of something. Stuff is weighing us down. 150. Let's... Okay, so this is all my mage stuff, and I'm wearing my good stuff, right? 210, yeah. Okay, so anything on the first 2 pages, I don't technically need. 30. Let's take those apart. 63, yeah, that's garbage. 210, I mean, 210 is... 210 is what I'm wearing, so I kind of don't want to destroy that. It's nice if I ever get damaged and want to change it out. 150? Yeah, we can destroy that. And we got a 210 in there, so let's go back to this one. We'll destroy that. You got the finger for your trouble. A bloody finger at that. Not even a good one. Fishing lure, small tooth, and feather. Alright, so that's what we need. Yeah, that's what we need right there. Okay, so what can I get rid of? Put your finger on that. Alright, it's the time of night for puns coming out. A rotten, smelly finger may have been previously consumed. Yeah. Sounds delicious. How much does this weigh? Tent peg. Can we destroy it? I might hold on to it because who knows what I might use that for. Down. So I'm at 41 out of 45. What is weighing me down so much? Is it all this meat? Let's get rid of the meat and see what happens. That only gets rid of 1. Is it this? Ruin potion, weight 1. Well, it doesn't weigh that much. It only weighs 1 as well. Must be like a combination of all these.
We'll wait for you by the road.
No, it's not that much. You should get rid of that finger. You have no idea where it's been. Hey, Bushido, how you doing, man? Yeah, well, I kind of know where it's been because I took it out of the guy's belly. Not a good day for me. Hey, you fingered... Oh my god, guys. Okay. Finger is a thing. I think we're keeping it honest from now on. Finger looking good, maybe. Let's take a look at our quest. Alright, escort Pilgrim done. Complete. Return to Commander Fathus in the Guild City near the fountain to receive your orders. Well, it's my book. It's supposed to go back in my inventory slot if I grab it right and put it behind me. There we go. Cart is not going to make it. Never going to make it. Chosen. I wish, and they may do it in this game, allow you to do mixed reality so you guys can see me in it, although right now I'm sitting in a lazy boy, so that's not really great looking. I don't recommend killing or licking it. Oof. You know, it's finger licking here, man. Don't lay a finger on my bloody finger. Oh, Bart Simpson for you back in the 80s. I'm sure that's not technically what he said. Yeah, but it's so much more immersive when you play it through the headset, and you guys get to see all these mobs. Like this thing floating around me right now, it has depth perception on it. You can actually see the like you can see where the little gases are coming out, and it has little stitches on it. Or this thing, it's three-dimensional. I can see the depth perception on it, which is so cool. I got a gun with orbs floating around. It's kind of weird at first, but so amazing. I think you guys put a finger on it. It's the first time I've seen that item. It's so strange. One thing that I don't see in this game that I don't have a problem when games take things away from other games like Zelda. They took the high points that Assassin's Creed had, so that you can kind of see the vantage point for an entire area, and they put it in their game, and people loved it, right? People who didn't play Assassin's Creed was like, oh man, that's a really cool aspect. I don't have a problem when games do that. I know some people are like, oh, you ripped them off. A lot of the time it's homages, and it kind of lets you know that they appreciate those games for what they put in, and it's a system that works that people like. So why not use it again? You know, if it's something that works, it's not broken, you don't fix it, you keep using it. So I would kind of like to see when you kill these enemies, maybe randomly during the right situation, like in EverQuest, you can have like a name pop up. Not in all places, you know, definitely don't want it to be completely and totally common so that, you're just getting names everywhere you turn around and look, and you don't want it to be something that happens every 10 seconds either. You want it to be, hours or days, like the AC in Row, like that's a spawn that, people will go and check on all the time, and it may be weeks and maybe months before they finally get it, but, Haddon's Earring, the same thing, killing the same fisherman again and again, and then maybe one of these times he'll drop something really worthwhile. I'd like to see them put that in there right now. Pretty much what they have for loot is you can get anything random off of that enemy from its loot table. However, his loot table is vast. I have seen better loot drop off of random enemies in the forest, really easy enemies to kill, than I have seen drop off of dungeons that are higher level mobs, and lots more mobs, strategy involved to kill those guys. And, like I've gotten a weapon, I think it was like 75 damage on it, from an outside mob that I could solo, and then when I go inside the dungeon, I get like level 63 stuff in there. Now, that's not to say that the dungeons don't have good loot, because I actually got a level 100 Musketeer, or Musket, I don't know why I keep saying Musketeer, but I had a level 100 musket from inside the dungeon. It took me like 20 goes into that dungeon to get it, but it's just the fact that like outside mobs are dropping loot, even in comparison to the dungeons, is just kind of a little out of whack. I think they need to work on that a little bit more and refine the system so only tough mobs. This is not the spot we're looking for. Well, I guess while we're here, let's take a look around the corner, make sure the bishop is not actually... No, he's lazy. He's just chilling in there. I'd actually like to see the NPCs move around a little bit. kind of walk back and forth. They do that in EverQuest. Again, I'm comparing it a lot to EverQuest, but it has that feel. It has the feel of something that's challenging and something that doesn't level very quickly. Very, very vast, wide open areas, kind of like EverQuest had when it first came out. You know, you go across a zone, you're just like, I have no idea where this thing goes. But it's kind of cool because I can travel through it. And then you end up running into an enemy that is just vastly superior to you in every way. And he wipes your butt. And you have the choice, you know, you're like, do I go back to my body and save myself a little bit of durability? That's what happens when you die in this one, by the way, is you lose durability. And you have to repair that durability every so often. And money is kind of hard to come by, so you don't really want to waste it. So if you do die, you kind of want to go back and get your corpse, or the gravestone that they put on the ground is really what it is. But you don't have to. If you got money to spare, if you got money to burn, you can just kind of leave it where it's at. Or if you don't think you can get it, if you think you're going to die again, then it's not really worth it to go back and try to snag it, because you'll just lose more durability. And I've had to do it a couple of times, because it can get pretty tough. You wipe your butt, tissue, pair, or handy wipes. Teeth? Teeth is what he used. It's very, very comfortable. It felt really good against the naked skin. And, yeah. It left a mark, kind of like this girl's face right here. You can see, very gnarly. What's up? How you doing? You're so tall. It's actually because I'm sitting down. All right. What do you got for us? Let's move around. Not really a good idea once you get the quest to move around too much. Well, look who survived the run to Mod's Keep. We better thank the goddess, I guess. Here, take it. My pay for the job, minus a small finder's fee. Oh, you suck so bad. I'm gonna look forward to the day that I can slap you. If your purse is feeling heavy, you should check out the marketplace. They sell all kinds of junk around these parts. The market. Guild City holds the largest marketplace in all the lands. We have ships and merchants from Partham that come to peddle their wares. Anything one could want to buy is located within these great walls. Be careful of the underground markets, though. Shady merchants with hidden passages and secret phrases. These people have no morals, no alliances to anything other than the person holding the most drum. If your purse is feeling heavy, you should check out... All right, yes, ma'am. Be off with you now. I need to check on my troops. Report back when your purse is lighter. I got a pretty light purse, so she's already ready to talk again. One plat for 25 gold. Alright, what do you got? Right, now that you've proven yourself, and I can be sure you won't fall on your own sword, there's another problem that needs some attention. Let's get to it. To the southeast near Wonderwood lies the Burning Forest, small collection of Wonderwood timber, trees that light up like candles and never burn out. Some folk in Wonderwood Village have been conducting a secret life of pagan rituals and worship over in that clearing. They reckon just because of their high danger of Valsung worms attacks in the area, the order will simply turn a blind eye. That's not going to happen. Make your way over there and destroy the idols they've placed among the trees. Root out the perpetrators and question them if you can, though that's not officially part of the job. Well, go on. Get moving. Alright, so we got a quest. Quest accepted to Pagan Magix. She still has a little dot over her head. That's something that happens from time to time. We'll talk to her again. Pagan rituals. They get dancing maids. Nothing so torrid, but it's not going to be back. It's not going to be good. You're back, and I hear from spies there's a fair few angry pagans crying over their broken statues. Did you manage to figure out who was running the cult? Now, the reason she is giving me the quest as done is because I've actually been to that area before, and I've gotten the pagan stuff that they were looking for, which is these things right here. The pagan idol ribbons. So when we're back over there, I'll do like a cut and paste and show you guys exactly where you need to go and how to get there. No, we did not find out where you need to be. Never mind, I don't care. Let's just hope their suffering brings them to repent sooner rather than later. Here's a bit more drawn, and keep it up and running. Report back when you are ready for the next set of orders. I guess we're ready. What do you got? Right, let's get down to it. There's been more reports of bandits at our furthest guard tower near Hooligan Gates. Follow the path out of Guild City, turning right, passing through Narrow's Orchard. You will see the tower along the path leading to Wonderwood. Once there, report to Sergeant of the Guard, Sergeant Siegfried and Roy, and see if you can be of some assistance. He'll be waiting on you before setting out on his next mission, so don't keep him waiting. Alright, so now we have to go and run it, which should be fairly easy. I mean, you know, the area is not that hard for a level 9. I went there, I actually did a lot of grinding, because this quest, this main storyline, I missed. It's fairly easy to do, obviously. I've pretty much had all the pieces done. But when you start the game off, you get like 2 quests that kind of lead you into that direction. And one of them leads you in to talk to somebody inside of a building. He's a chef. And you talk to him, and he tells you go off and harvest him some ingredients. And I did that. I went back and I gave him the ingredients, and he gave me the ability to make potions or something that you could use for fish to create health potions. And so I left, because that was the end of it, right? There's no more quests from him. Or so I thought. I left and went to go make some potions, and I never came back to him. He's in a room all by himself. He's the only one in there, and I didn't think there was any reason to go and talk to him again. Little did I know how mistaken I would be, because he was the next line in that quest. And until you went back into that room to get the next set of quests from him, you couldn't continue on. And so I missed him for a long period of time until somebody told me what I was doing. Was that a giant on the top of the hill? If you guys are talking about, where is it at? It's not a giant, it is a statue. There's several of them out here. Let's see if we can find one. I think there's some over there. Might be over there. There they are. There they are. Yeah, I think they're statues. You can't really get up there, so we'll see it as we get closer, kind of take a little look-see. I'm pretty sure they're statues. They don't move. But if they're giants, I'm digging it. I'll take it. I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. Griffin watch. Yeah, right. Yeah, they could put some griffins in this game. I think they do need some bigger enemies. They have big enough ones as it is. Giant memes. You know, I haven't seen any humor put into the game as far as like memes or hidden things that would imply like Easter eggs go. I mean, there's obviously a storyline, and they can throw whatever humor they want in there. But yeah, I think that's a statue. He's definitely not moving. I think there's another one over there too. We'll take a look at that one. But you can see the trees definitely have like an EverQuest style feel to them. Something about like Dreadlands screams out to me with like the orange trees. Maybe not so much these. These are a little bit yellowish for Dreadlands, but still that pretty color. And I'm kind of curious as to how a game like this will react to the holidays. I mean, obviously that's a long way off before they're going to be implementing special stuff just because the holidays are coming along. They're actually just trying to get the regular game out, and they're not doing, you know, like holiday events yet. But, oh man, can you imagine like Christmas time or Halloween time, them putting, you know, pumpkins around in certain areas and creating like a Halloween vibe just from doing certain things? The trees are more fluffy and not so blocky. What kind of? I don't know if you guys can see if I get close enough to it over here. Like right about there, when it's the backdrop is from the mountain, you can kind of see there's a little bit of pixelation around the edge, and I think that's due to the way that the VR tends to work. If you look over here, this graphic right here has been rendered incredibly well, especially like the little orb that's floating right there in front of me. But further away graphics tend to be lower resolution so that your computer can handle it, is some of the tricks of the trade when programming these things, or so I've read. So as you get closer, the graphics increase, and that's why these little load-in screens right here every so often if your computer's doing a lot of stuff. And mine's doing a fair bit. It's running the game, it's recording, it's streaming, it has a special program running that allows me to see your chats over here, the Quranas. I don't know if you guys can see this. If you guys can actually see the message board pop up when I look at it, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. It took me like 2.5 hours to get that thing working in the first place. And now that it's working, I don't really ever want to unplug the VR. I don't really ever want to move it around again. I just want it to work and be done with it. But yeah, it was a pretty big pain in the butt. And I'm glad I don't really need to do anything else with it tonight. But man, I would have got started around like 10 o'clock if I hadn't run into so many problems with it. All right, so this area over here is not...
Behind you guys, watch out.
What's up? There's somebody over here? I heard somebody, but I don't see anybody. Yeah, this area over here, I think I've done all the quests for, but we'll definitely check it out here in a second. Now, a lot of these towns here have, not necessarily waypoints, but they kind of are. They're portal areas, and they have a stone kind of hidden throughout if you look hard enough for them. And what that does is it gives you the script, the pattern that you need to use when you're casting your spell on how to get here. But you have to remember it. It actually doesn't go into your spell book so that you can kind of look at it and be like, oh, this such and such town is this and such town is that. You have to memorize these town areas, these coordinates, so that you can teleport back to it or bring your group back here. So one of the little areas is over here. Normally you would walk around the town, but there is a little cheat where you can kind of just zap through walls if you're close enough to it. And this is it right here. This is, you'll see like the backwards Y kind of F or something right there. And then this one right here in front. And if you cast the teleportations portal and then cast those two symbols right there without making any mistakes, then it will open up a portal to this exact spot, so you can just bypass that whole trip. Notepad, yeah, I mean, obviously you could do that. The only downside is you're in VR, so how do you look at your notepad? So again, it's going to come down to memorization, which does sound kind of daunting until you actually start doing it, because when I started to learn some of these spells, I mean, my memory is horrible. But as I've done them more and more and more, I find it easier to kind of not only recall these things, but to get the symbol right. This is the Mario games of the future. I don't know about Mario game. I guess it could be, but the difference between like Mario games and EverQuest is Mario is a very active game. Oh my god, dude, not to get off topic, but when I was thinking about active, I was in one of the dungeons. You know, I got to do one of my dungeons for the first time. I was super excited to do them. And I was going in as Musketeer. Musketeer, or the Musket, is one of the easiest classes to play because it doesn't require any memorization as far as, you know, casting spells. As a spellcaster is the hardest. You have the Archer, which is pulling back the arrow again and again and again, so that's kind of tiresome with your arms. And then you have the tank, and when we were in the dungeon, the tank got so tired after some of the fights, because the fights can go on for quite a long time, that he actually had to take a break in between fights. Like it was that exhausting. So you're mentioning Mario. I can only imagine how exhausting Mario would be. But let's go ahead and see what this person wants us to do. Gain 1,000 experience points. We are leveling up. You got to be careful about that too if you want to level up your warrior, if you want to level up your archer or your mage or whoever it is that you want to kind of give a little bit of extra experience to. When you turn these things in, you need to switch over to that class. I'm trying to level this one up though. You must be the new enforcer everybody's talking about. If the tales are true, the way I hear it is the sun shines daily right out of your anus. Well, let's see how well you fare now. You ain't got them city folk to fawn over you. There's a couple of odd jobs I've got for you, things I simply don't have the time for myself. Tell you what, why don't you climb the tower, get a lay of the land while I tidy up this intel? Once you return, I'll send you off on your first mission. Sweet. I don't think I've ever been up here before. Let's take a look around. Alright, can we... I guess we're at the top, huh? Alright, so that's pretty much it. You can't really even look out the windows. That was kind of a disappointment. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? There you are. Was beginning to think you jumped off. Well, seeing as you've proven yourself pretty good at rooting them out, the rebel knights, this will be a good place for you to start. Those pilgrims who survived their journey to Mott have returned telling stories of a small camp filled with them knights hiding out around that area. They need to be taken care of. I don't care how you do it, but find them and get rid of them as quickly and as quietly as possible. The last thing we need is another bloody assassination plot to be hatched. Alright, so 20 years from now, the visor will be like glasses and true 3D lifelike. You're probably right. I mean, the lighter they can make these things, the better. I mean, they're not super heavy as it is, but they definitely could be lighter and a little bit more comfortable to wear. Collect Wonderwood House Crest. Want to test your skills in getting rid of another camp of traitor knights? Enter the cave of Mott's throat to reach the plateau. Okay, so we need to enter that cave over there, which I've never done before. I didn't. Somebody told me when we were passing by that it was an empty cave, no value whatsoever. All right, so it looks like he's okay.
Why is the donkey going the wrong way?
You're going the wrong way.
Why was the donkey going the wrong way?
I have no idea, man. He turned around, it looked like, though.
Zorn, that's not the right way. Right way, mate.
Oh, check it out, dude. It's kind of a cool little cave.
I thought it's the guy in the cave. Isn't it the mage? In the cave over near the dragons?
Oh, look at that. There's a secret wall here. Nice. Let's go through the secret wall and see if we can find...
No, I've done him. A test of honor and integrity. I'm up to Susanna. Journey to the rocky shores of Lake Susanna. The spirit of the waters dwells beneath the surface. She proves of any anoint most worthy and loyal to the true friend.
Astroneers? Yeah, Astroneers would be a cool game in VR as well. Okay, so that might not be the area we're looking for just yet. They might be a little bit further along on the quest. Ah, here we go. There's the statue you were asking about earlier. That's how you get up here.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.